Hello, and thank you so much for taking a few minutes here to learn more about our exciting Locker Room Real Estate Accelerator programs. My name is Jake Dixon, founder and CEO of the Locker Room, and couldn't be more excited for this and sharing with you why so many broker owners, so many leaders are jumping into our accelerator program right now. Those who are serious about growth, those are who are serious about increasing agent productivity and scaling their business through proven systems and models, which affords you leverage. But before we get into exactly what the locker room accelerators are and why it may be of interest to you, let's just level the playing field. Let's look at a broker's reality. Now, over the years, we've coached and consulted hundreds of leaders just like you, broker owners, real estate team leads from all different brands and areas across the United States. And what we've done is distilled it down to the most common challenges. Let's see how many of these on this list right here that you can identify with. Recruiting. Is retention a challenge? Is increasing agent productivity and really getting everybody performing up to their capacity an issue for you right now? What about brokerage profitability? Working so hard and trying to make everybody happy and appease them, and yet there's nothing left for you. How about leverage? Are you spinning all the plates, doing all the things, everything to everybody all the time? What about your unique value proposition? Are you just out there competing using the same talking points as everybody else? Or are you really clear on what exactly your unique value proposition is and why it should be compelling for agents to join you? Culture, systems, or above all else, the feeling of just going at it alone, feeling isolated, feeling as if nobody understands you or is really in the trenches with you. So these are the common challenges, and we've all been there before. And if we're not in it right now, odds are we're heading towards it or we just came out of it. But go ahead, write the number down. Identify how many of these sound familiar to you, especially right now in this moment. And maybe, just maybe, that's the reason you're here today. So, running your brokerage, we know, is tough. It's all these different puzzle pieces, all these different plates we're spinning, trying to put them together and create this masterpiece. And yet, it's not that easy, is it? We can identify any one of these. However, after working with so many broker owners just like you know what we've identified the greatest challenges? Not necessarily your systems or your culture or retention. At the root of it, what we have discovered is it's the lack of community and collaboration, able to compress time, able to put ego aside and say, you know what, let's figure this out together. I don't have to go this alone. Just because I'm independent or I'm a leader doesn't mean that there's not people out there that I can still lock arms with and we can go further, farther together faster. Okay. So the biggest challenge at the root, at the core of it, if we're being honest, is generally due to a lack of community and collaboration. And so, number one, we believe here within the locker room and certainly our accelerators that we're not meant to do this alone, right? It doesn't have to be isolating. We don't have to put ourselves on that metaphorical island and feel as if the weight of the world is on our shoulders and nobody can understand us. We were meant to do this together. And that's above all else what the accelerator program is designed is to bring us together, collaborate at the top, put abundance first, and be able to share the wisdom and experiences, even failures with one another so we can learn and grow and serve those that we're meant to serve in a greater capacity. And these are just some images of events and things that we've done together over the years. So it's time to accelerate your results if you're ready. As we say at the locker room, are you ready to get your jersey dirty? But above all else, make no mistake, it's community first. You're going to see a lot of things today that's really interesting, really exciting. And it's tools, it's resources, it's training modules, it's live events that we do. And yet none of that matters unless you're willing to engage the same way you wish all of your agents would engage with you. I want the community, the collaboration to be the single greatest reason you would join the accelerator program and then see everything else that I'm going to show you as the cherry on top. Okay? So, introducing to you what the heck is this and what are the accelerators? Well, let's start with what it's not. It's not just a training and coaching platform, right? No offense to others out there, but a lot of them, from my experience, in my view, lack community. They lack proximity to each other and or to the leader or leaders who are involved in running the organization. They're untouchable, if you will. There's very minimal collaboration, if any at all. There's a one voice, top down type of philosophy rather than crowdsourcing different ideas, different solutions. That's the whole point of collaboration. There's a lot of nickel and diming that goes on. It drives me insane that when I'm on different webinars learning about a new software or program, it's like, oh, here's this, but then you got to add on all these other things, which makes the original cost kind of false advertising, if you will. And then finally, a lack of screening. Basically, anybody can join. And I want to just flip flop that over on the other side with the accelerators. How we go about it is with a community first focus, as I've already explained. We want collaboration over competition. We want gamification, rewards, different programs that incite a confidence and engagement and supports that community vibe. We've got live and on-demand trainings and masterminds, hot seats that take place, competitions that take place. We are this all-inclusive. Everything you see is exactly what you get. No nickel and diming, no upsells, everything plus the kitchen sink, right? And believe it or not, yes, we do have a screening and discovery process, which I'll get to later if any of this speaks to you and you'd like to have a conversation from here. All right, so hopefully this paints a little bit, and you can hear here from Antonio, who says, I'm stepping into the TLR accelerator because I trust the company's reputation for driving real results. Even before starting, I know they'll hold me accountable as a leader and help my agents lift their productivity, ultimately pushing our brokerage's sales higher. In short, I'm here because I know they move the needle where it matters. Thank you, Antonio. We love you, buddy. So let me explain a little bit of who the locker room is. Kind of paint the vision of where we're coming from and where we see our position within the marketplace. Simply put, you compare and contrast what's currently out there. Now, I've always been a blue ocean strategy thinker. If you're familiar with that book, you get the reference. But essentially, I've always believed in observing what the masses are doing and to a degree, do the exact opposite because I don't want to operate with a herd-like mentality. So when you look across the landscape at traditional coaching companies, odds are there's a head coach, there's that top-down type of philosophy, one voice, my way or the highway, and all of the other coaches and certainly the clients take on that belief system. And that's fine. It works for a lot of them. It's just not who we chose to be. It's not how we wanted to go about things. So what we did instead is we inverted the triangle. The way we see it is we see you as the broker, us down at the bottom, and yet all these little hash marks across the top is every agent, every leader, every coach, every person within the locker room has a voice, has a perspective, has experience that's valuable. And so what we do is we take all of that in consideration, we crowdsource the ideas, it filters down to the locker room, and then we regurgitate it or put things together, create task forces to develop new courses, new downloads, new tools and resources that everybody can benefit from. So it's not this top-down idea, it's the bottom-up. Now, to further that, generally speaking, this is pretty fixed on how the real estate industry just works, that you've got a traditional brokerage where you got the broker owner, the leadership team, and then of course all the agents. That's perfectly fine and well. The problem is that when you join that with forces with traditional coaching companies, this is what you get. You're building a business or a partnership on a shaky foundation. It's very transactional, okay? And our belief system, which is why we refer to it as partner, is we don't want it to be transactional. We want it to be very relational. We want to roll up our sleeves, get in the trenches with you and your agents. So our view is this. Through the partnership, accelerator programs, and the like, we take the traditional brokerage model, but with our inverted triangle, look at what you get. When those two merge and they blend together, not only do you get a beautiful diamond in the middle, unbreakable diamond. If you back away from it and just look at the image, what does that remind you of? Kind of looks like an hourglass, doesn't it? And so our belief is at any given moment, the community is pouring into you, or maybe next week you're pouring into the community. But no matter how it works, the sand is being poured into somebody else at any given time. When you're having an amazing week, the community needs you. When you're having a not so amazing week, you need the community. And that's how it's supposed to work and how we've designed our program. Now, the Accelerate itself, we've got two different paths, starting with the Productivity Accelerator. Who is this for? This is ideal for broker owners, team leaders, who want their agents consistently producing, staying accountable, and plugging into an actual system that drives measurable results and real momentum. Now you can see here some of the notables that come included, like The Locker Room University, goal setting and productivity roadmaps. I'll show you these in real time here in just a moment. The toolkit, which is our plug and play resource library, if you will. High impact agent training live most weeks, different recognition, different contests and awards programs that we have to really gamify the experience and bring the community together. We've got a separate community exclusively for your agents who are participating in this on social media. A lot of referrals, a lot of different script and role play partners, a lot of new friendships that are frankly formed just from that alone. And of course, we have our implementation support. Every month, we come together on a designated Zoom to go through with our implementation team best practices, how to get more engagement, how to get more of your agents plugging in and utilizing the tools and resources. Okay, so that's some of the most notable things, but I would say leaving here from the Productivity Accelerator, I want you to think that's more agent-centric. This is more value for your agents to get them producing more, which equals more profit for you. On the other side, we've got the Growth Accelerator. This is ideal for broker owners, team leaders, leadership who want to attract more agents, strengthen their leadership skills, and grow a productive, scalable brokerage. More about recruiting, more about retention, brokerage optimization through systems, and different things at that level rather than it being solely focused on the agent portion of things. So similarly, you've got the Locker Room University for leaders, a whole separate side of what we offer geared towards leaders. You've got the broker toolkit, monthly leadership events. And by the way, the first week of every month is when we do a more formal training. Topics include things like recruiting, agent productivity. You get the picture. The second week of the month is hot seat masterminds. That's more peer-to-peer coaching. You can collaborate with your peers. And then the third week of every month is open mastermind. So plenty of opportunities for you to learn and grow and collaborate with your peers, as well as world-class coaches and leaders all across the country. We have recruiting challenges, different things to gamify that experience for you, just like the agents. We've got a private group, of course, a private community for you to collaborate with others, send referrals, whatever the case may be in the meantime, outside of our live events together. And same thing, our implementation team to help you uncover what best tools, resources, and how we can help you be prescriptive on something that you might be looking for. Okay. Now, all that to be said, sometimes it just helps to see and compare and contrast. You can see in a glance what's included on the Productivity Accelerator side. Again, I would say this is agent access, agent facing only. The Growth Accelerator side is leadership access, leadership focus only. But we're not going to leave you hanging. Yes, each one of those is $500 per month. But if you choose to bundle them together, we're going to go ahead and knock some of that off the price so you can get both as a bundle for $750. And that's what most people actually do that join the accelerators. Now, I'd like to spend a few minutes just giving a quick glance at some of the real items behind the scenes versus just PowerPointing you to death. I want to actually click through the university, show you some things back there, and maybe that'll generate more questions for you that we're happy to answer. So let's take a moment and do that. So there's a lot of things I could show you, but for the sake of time, I am logged into the university for starters. So the Locker Room University, again, if you have the Productivity Accelerator program, all of your agents would have their own individual username and login. You would have access to what we call the hub. I'm not demonstrating that on the screen right now, but that's your hub where you can add or remove people. You get to dictate who has access. You can also see the last time they logged in, what percentage of completion they're at on any given course, so on and so forth. It's kind of like your home base, all right? But real quickly here, I'm logged in so I can see both. The red represents agent courses. The blue would represent courses for leaders. So it's all blended in given the login credentials I'm using right now. But I can scroll for days. I'm not going to do that to you. The quick and easy way would be you can either search by topic, or over here on the left-hand side, you can click on your TLRU, see any courses that you're in progress, those that you haven't started, those that you have completed, and any recommended kind of, I won't go to the extent of artificial intelligence, but the more you use, the more you click, it pays attention and it'll start suggesting courses for you. And that's what that recommended section is for. Now, your agents would only see this, the for agent drop down. So again, instead of scrolling through all these, they can simply click on any one of these sections. Let's take lead gen, for example, and instantly it filters out all of the courses and modules, workbooks that we have on the topic of lead generation. Now, this can be overwhelming, right? We've got a lot of information, a lot of courses, great stuff back here. And you might be saying, well, if I did nothing else, what would you recommend I do? I want to draw your attention to the roadmap 1 and roadmap number 2. The first one is for any agent doing 0 to 12 homes per year. The other one is for agents doing 12 or more homes per year. So if I just select roadmap 0 to 12, what it's going to do is pull up this. This is your curriculum path, your productivity system, okay? Where every agent can log in and start here, complete that, then they go to the next and the next and the next, so on and so forth. And after, like right here, I did not complete the agent action plan, aka my business plan. Therefore, the next one in the sequence is still grayed out. But as soon as I complete this one becomes color, it unlocks, and on through the sequence. This in its entirety takes most agents about 6 months to complete. Why? Because it ends with our flagship program called Track Plus. Track Plus, in and of itself, is a 12-week program. Very intense, very, we've had over 10,000 agents go through Track Plus, and the results and case studies are pretty incredible, actually. So if I just went to Track Plus, I'll give you a glance of what that looks like real quick. This is what a traditional course within the university itself would look like. Now, your agents can go at their own pace. A lot of our partners end up going through this in a cohort style fashion. We will help you with all of this. We've got all the planning tools and supporting materials to assist you. But instead of each agent doing it alone, what I'm saying is you can really make something of it, an event where, hey, we're all going to do this for anybody that wants to starting April 1st. We're going to do it together for those 12 weeks. And it really, really boosts the level of participation and, frankly, results. But track again, each agent, we've got 12 weeks worth, but if they just click on the given week that they're in, like week 1, it'll expand the list and they just pace through the videos. And for every video, there's also a corresponding workbook right here that I'm showing on screen that they can order professionally bound and printed, or it's of course available inside of the university where they can just print it and download it or whatever themselves. But this is quite robust, and I just want you to know it's not death by video. The videos are designed not just for education, but for implementation, right? And so every week has this list of the tasks that they must go and do, and a breakdown of any given videos, like I was just showing you, that they would need to budget time for to complete. But throughout that, we've even made it simple for them. Say Monday, just do this. Tuesday, just do this. That if they just pace it that way, whether you're dual career or the busiest agent on planet Earth, anybody can do this. And then you get into that particular week's workbook material, where anytime there's obviously blank spaces, you can guarantee there's a corresponding video from somebody like me or someone else coaching and teaching them on what to do and how to fill this out for their own business. Okay, you got the memory jogger. And again, this is just a sample of what's in week 1. But if we go back to the video section here, again, there's 12 weeks worth of this stuff. And the workbook is not good without the video modules, and the video modules are no good without the workbook. It is important that they go hand in hand. So again, that's just a taste of what's back there. But I would strongly advise, if nothing else, your agents get on one of those 2 roadmaps, and then everything else is just cherry on top. There's so much good information back there. Here's the workbook that accompanies breakthrough the first path, the 0 to 12. Just as, again, another supporting tool that they can print out or download and utilize. We talk about wheels. We got all these different tools for productivity and awareness exercises. We've got the agent action plan. I'm just showcasing a few examples out of the hundreds and hundreds of workbooks and materials and courses that we've designed all delivered to you on a silver platter. Leadership track. This is one of my personal favorites. So we talk about track for agents. Well, this is recruiting for you. So this is a module that we built for you, again, with corresponding videos. This is the workbook helping you create a full-blown recruiting system, the very one that I personally used and came up with and have since documented, that led to me recruiting consistently 15 to 20 plus agents per month for 3 years. And I had a 2.5 to 1 conversion ratio. Every month I went on 40 plus appointments and had a 2.5 to 1 conversion ratio with that. Really, really good stuff back here. The Agent Journey Playbook, again, this is one of our claim to fame courses, helping you go from recruit to raving fan. And in this, these are the 5 main things we hit on. We help you establish what is your agent attraction model. What does that invitation cycle or follow-up process look like? What is your onboarding experience? What is the productivity system that you have your agents go through? And finally, what is that raving fan, or otherwise known as retention plan? Some really good stuff in there. And finally, just for the sake of example, the broker field guide. This is kind of our holy grail, if you will, 172 pages, not meant to be read front to back, but it's really just a resource that, hey, if you're struggling with something or just want more information about something, you can flip this open, find it on here, go to the page, and there you have it. So that's just the table of contents, so I don't overwhelm you too much. But with that being said, it all originates from the Locker Room University. And I just wanted to show you some examples of courses and different materials that are to be found back there in the university, whether it be for you or, as we said before, on the productivity accelerator side for your agents. Now, also within the Locker Room University, the last thing I will mention is the toolkit. So right here, you can click on toolkit and it'll open up a separate tab with all the downloads, kind of like the resource library would be another way of saying it for you. We've got quick links right here, including access to the calendars. So your agents and you can simply click on the calendar. It'll show you everything we've got going on to plug into. Now I can click on any individual event like this and add it to my calendar. Boom, done. Or for the overachievers, I can click on follow calendar here, so that way all these things automatically feed into my calendar. So it doesn't matter to us, but this is the quick, easy way to make sure you don't miss anything that's going on. Month over month, quarter by quarter, it's all here, okay? So with that being said, let's go back to the conversation that we started with. Right here. So the accelerators are great. By now you know productivity accelerator equals all things agent, and that's all about increasing and boosting productivity and engagement, and therefore profitability. The growth accelerator is for you, your leadership skills, your recruiting, your retention, your brokerage systems. And there's no right or wrong. Which one of those best meets your needs? Or if it's both, then like I said, you're going to save some money by doing the bundle. All right. Now, for some of you, this might be of interest as well. So we do offer custom consulting. A lot of our partners end up doing this where they do go with the accelerator program of their choice and want the assistance for a short term with one of us coaches to assist in the implementation, or to assist in helping you build out that recruiting system, or to fine tune some of the brokerage operations to be more efficient, right? Just know that that is available in a separate conversation we can have on top of the accelerator program, if that's of interest to you. All right. So we've got members already collaborating. Like I said, people are jumping all over this, especially because the price point fits most people's budgets. It's very, very budget friendly, especially for all the materials and resources and community and collaboration that you get. What I haven't even shown you yet is examples of all the marketing materials that we give you. So then you and your team can distribute it to your agents or whoever appropriately, of the week by week or monthly themes and contests and trainings. We create so much of this content so you don't have to. All you got to do is plug and play. All right. Here we've got Brian. He says, what compelled us to join the TLR Accelerators was how clearly the program honed in on what our brokerage needed most. Access to tools, content, and ideas mattered, but just as important was collaboration with other brokerage owners. I was not looking for individual coaching for myself. I wanted to be part of a community of leaders that continues to evolve. While we have strong in-house training and content, our mission is to support agents. And when we get too deep in creating content, finding speakers, or building systems, it pulls us away from being with them. The same is true for our coaches. TLR Accelerators allows our leaders to focus on their most important work by letting us plug into what TLR is doing. The real value was seeing that this was not something that would fall solely on me. The system is intentionally built so coaches and second in command leaders can step in and drive it forward, which makes us far more effective at engaging and serving our agents. Wow, couldn't have said it better. Thanks, Brian. So if you are ready to accelerate your business, if you're ready for more clarity, momentum, measurable growth, it is time to join the program that hundreds of leaders have already trusted nationwide. There's 3 steps to getting started. Number 1, book a call, book a session with me where I can get to know you, what your current challenges are, where your current opportunities lie, and frankly, what you're most excited about. I want to learn about your vision, right? And then we can best assess where to go from there. If it's a green light and we both feel it's a good fit, then we can launch the accelerator. We handle our team handles onboarding with your team, plug and play, ready to go. We can do it as seamless and quick as you would want. Okay. From there, it's just all about engage, 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 take advantage of the tools, take advantage of the resources, take advantage of the community, and watch the wins stack up. So you can scan right there with your phone if you want to book with me, or just reach out to me personally. You can email me at lockerroomcoaching@gmail.com. Or like I said, the easiest way is probably just to go ahead and scan that right there. It'll take you directly to my booking link, and I look forward to getting to know you and understanding what your vision is and whether or not we feel we're aligned to best support it. So I just want to thank you again for giving me some time here, learning more about the accelerators. Go ahead and get on my schedule, and we'll talk very, very soon. Thank you so much.